today we're going to do contour drawing. And this is, I believe, a fun lesson to do because sometimes you can't define what the outcome is going to be. But it's enjoyable. I'm going to show you some examples of what I've done. And you'll see they might look what you might say kind of cuckoo. Okay, but that's okay. So here's the first one. It's a contour drawing, and I'm going to explain what this means. Okay, and see, it's nothing but lines. Nothing but lines. Okay, so that was number one. And this is number two. Okay. This one I think I got a little bit better centered on the page. But that's okay if it's not centered. Okay. Oh, excuse me, that was three. This is two. Okay, it looks like I'm looking down. I don't know. So let me explain what the idea of contour drawing is. A contour is an outline of an object. Okay, as for example, if I took this box of markers and I drew this box as a contour, I'm just drawing the outside lines of it. I'm not drawing anything on the inside. I'm not shading. So that's the outside line. Excuse me. And today with the blind contour, the idea is that you're going to start on your paper and you leave your drawing tool on the paper. You never lift it up off the paper. And I'll demonstrate this for you. And normally, under the ideal settings, I would have someone sitting at a distance from me, and I would just look at that person with my drawing tool on the paper, and I would not take my eyes off the person and not look at my paper. And I would just continue to draw and draw and draw. No cheating, can't peek. Okay, so I would just making the marks that I thought were relevant to the subject that I'm drawing. But in this case, what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Okay, close your eyes tight and don't look at your paper because this is what I did at home. But you can also do this before we start. You might want to feel your face, and I know you probably see your face every day and you think, oh, this is ridiculous. But feel it. Feel your nose, how your nose feels, where your eyes are. You know, where are your eyebrows? You know, where's your forehead? Where's the hairline? Uh-oh, you have ears. Don't forget you have ears. You got to include those too. So, let's do the first drawing. And I promise you, I am keeping my eyes closed. I'm not looking at anything. I'm not looking at the paper. And of course, I'm not looking at myself. Okay, so here we go. Eyes closed. Where do I start? I just start. I'm going to feel the edges of my paper though. Okay. And if you go off the paper, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so I'm just going to start. Let's see. There's maybe the middle. There's maybe a middle there. Okay, so here's an eyeglass. Okay, and I get to come over across the eyeglass, which would be the bridge of my nose. And here's another eyeglass lens, and it has a little bit of thickness to it. So I'm going to try and capture that. And then I have this holder that goes back. Okay, and it goes over my ear. So here's my ear, and okay, there's my ear. Think of ears kind of like a half of an oval. An oval's kind of round. Think of you cut it in half. Okay, now I'm coming down to my jawline over here, and here's my neck. Okay, here's my neck, and I have shoulders. Oh, I have a blouse that has some sleeves on it. Okay, whoop. Okay, I'm going to come back. I did kind of pick up my marker then because I went off the page, okay? But that wasn't intentional. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to go back up to my neck. I'm going to draw my chin, okay? And I'm going to cross over and I'm going to put in my mouth. Okay, there's the bottom part. Here's the top part. Okay, and then I'm going to come back up. Here's my nostril, one nostril, okay. Here's a little part of my nose, I forget what we call that part. Here's another nostril. Okay, here's the side of my nose. I'm going up again. I'm going to cross over, I'm going to come down and finish this side of my nose again. And I'm going to come across and I'm going to draw in what might be a cheek. I'm going to go across again, and I'm going to come up to what I think is my forehead and my hairline. Okay, there's some hair there. Excuse me. Okay, more hairline. Okay, more hair. Okay, more hair. Coming down to the side of my face. And I have an ear over here. Okay. Okay, and there's this side of my glasses that's holding onto the side of my face with my ear. Oh, I have earrings on. Okay. And I forget what kind I have on. I think they're kind of dangly. Dip. Okay. Dip. Okay. Dip. When you make those noises, that's essential. Okay. It helps with the drawing. Okay. There's more of the earring. Okay. I'm going to come back, and I don't think I got this side of my face in my neck. Okay, so there's my neck. I'm going to come down, and I'm feeling the paper. Okay, I have a sleeve that's a little bit puffy. Okay, I'm coming back again. And there's a neckline. Okay. Now I'm going to stop a minute and think, have I completed my entire face? I think so. I'm coming back to this side. I'm going back over my ear. And I'm putting in some more of the hair. Okay, I think I'm done. Thank you. Let's see what I did. And you have to laugh at this kind of thing. So, this is my first contour drawing for the day. Okay? I believe I did get in the glasses. Okay, I can see my earrings here, my hair, okay, my mouth. Okay, my nose ended up way up here, okay? But that's okay. And that's the fun of doing these contour drawings, because you really don't quite know what you're going to get. So let's do a second one. And when you do this, I suggest you use a darker marker, okay? Use a darker color so that you can see it clearly on your paper. Okay, so let's go for the second one. And how shall I start this time? I'm going to start essentially the same way. Remember, I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to keep them tightly closed, and I'm not going to lift up my marker off the paper. So, I'm going to go for it. Okay, this time I'm going to start with and I'm feeling the edges of my paper again. I'm going to start this time with an ear. Okay, there's the ear. There's the side of my head. I have some hair. Okay. And when you do this, be courageous, okay? Be courageous. Because the worst thing that happens is you might have a laugh at it, okay? That's the very worst thing. Okay, I'm coming down and doing my chin this time. Here's my neckline. A shoulder. I'm going to come back with the chin, and I'm going to go back and draw the other side of my neck. A shoulder. Excuse me. I'm going to come back again. And here's my ear. I'm going to put in that earring. Okay. Earring. And you know, I had a wonderful experience one time. Okay, I'm coming back over to my forehead. I'm going to cross over. And here's my eyeglass. Okay. And anyway, I was with my granddaughter, and we were sitting outside, and she's pretty artistic, so I said, let's do some contour drawing. And she did 3 of them of me. That's my nose. And she did a wonderful, wonderful job. I was quite amazed at what she did, quite frankly. Okay, there's my eyeglass. Okay, coming over to the other eyeglass. Okay, there's the holder that goes to my ear. Okay, I'm going to come back over, and I'm going to go for the mouth again. Okay. Oh, there's the lower lip of the mouth. Okay, I'm going to Come over and do the chin. And you notice I haven't picked up my marker off the paper. Okay, there's the ear with the earring. Okay, a little dangle, a little dangle, a little dangle, more dangles. Okay, and I think I'm done. Let's see. Ah! Surprise, surprise. My hair ended up over my eyeglasses. Okay, and let's see. My mouth is somewhere over here. Here's my nose. Oh, here's an eyeglass way up here. Here's an eyeglass way up here. And I have let's see, here's an ear. I mean an earring, but here's an ear, I think. And here's an ear with an earring. So these are very fun. And if they look ridiculous, that's absolutely fine. And if you haven't done this before, don't be too critical of yourself. Have some fun with it. That's the main idea. So I hope that you continue with your contour drawing, and don't forget, don't say, oh, I have no subject matter. You have a hand. You can put your hand down and you can look at your hand, but do the blind contour, and don't pick your marker or your pencil or drawing tool off your paper. You have a foot, you can do that. You can take a shoe and put it in front of you. That would be wonderful, especially an old shoe. It's kind of crumpled and such. And then you can create a whole series of contour drawings this way. So enjoy it and have some fun with it. Thank you.